Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a knife here from Oknife. And oh man, let's see what this one's all about. The AION box here. It is sealed, so we're gonna go ahead and get in there. Doing the honors today, we got my GP exclusive Urban here with the Rex 45 steel. This one's a very nice lip joint here. You can actually use with both hands, so been really digging this one a lot. Again, I also have links for every knife and every product you see in this video linked down below. If you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants, right, check out those links. Those will help out the channel at zero extra cost to you. Without further ado, let's get in here. A little shaky action, and ooh, okay, that's an old stab hole design. That's gonna be interesting. The AION AOL, I think it's probably in aluminum here. Dear customer, I hope the AION AOL, kind of sounds like AOL, but no, it's OAL. Our collaboration design with Oknife team will become part of your favorite EDC set and match your gear well. Thank you for your purchase. From Vosteed himself, the designer. So here we go. We got some hardware, additional hardware here, which is, if I can get my magnet of truth, it is steel hardware, but nevertheless, you get an additional hardware included. That's nice. Here is the knife, and it sounds like you can pull here for more stuff. So I did. Here we go. We got the additional insert here for, looks like pull here. Anyways, not sure what the deal was with that error right there, but that was an epic fail. Here we go. We have the wiping cloth and the user manual and whatnot. So very kind of iPhone unboxing kind of experience, if you would, with this little insert here. Let's go ahead and get to the knife, shall we? I know you guys are just as excited as I am checking out this new model here. And ooh, baby, okay. Oh man. So far I'm liking the size here, right? Got a very long handle. You know, it could be a little bit slimmer to be classified maybe a CEO knife, but it's still got some, you know, tall handle. That right there, it's definitely aluminum. Digging the chamfering in the corners. Also got a little bit of a thickness right here towards this portion, right? Kind of the lines, some lines you can also see as well. There you go. All right, we have recessed liners with this pocket clip situation here. Deep carry, and it's reversible because you could just unscrew this guy, turn the pocket clip, screw it back on, and you are good to go. One of the easiest way to reverse a pocket clip in like knife history. And oh, this blade is gonna be good because look at this. The tip goes all the way to here. It's also nice and aligned. It looks to be a very liner lock style knife, and also very nice and stealthy here. The blade tucks into the handle pretty much almost entirely. So a very nice knife here on the DL, if you know what I mean. So that being said, we got the flipper opening. It's the only opening option so far that I can see. So without further ado, bam, there it is. Oh man, the AION AOL, not AOL, OAL. That's an interesting name for sure. We got Nitro V going on the blade here with a flat grind. I want to say flat grind. Yeah, flat grind. It will have to be some crazy hollow if that was the case. But there you go. Vosteed design. You know, pretty subtle on the billboarding. It's actually very small kind of font there, if anything. So that's nice. Some jimping here on the blade. It's also a drop point blade as well. And yeah, definitely, I'm gonna say, does it trail up? No, it doesn't. It's just one straight line and then it drops. What makes it look like it trails is the fact that, you know, the belly just starts going up here pretty early on. So that's interesting. Again, that's a liner lock. Let's check out the lock upper here. We have, what do we have, 35% or so, maybe 40-ish%. You can see the D10 ball right there. And okay, very nice and easy to disengage. As you can see there, checking the drop, a little bit of a shake shutter. Right, obviously it's going to break in really nicely. Oh yeah, there we go. We do have ball bearings. Yes, we do. All right, so really smooth action right there. Feeling really good. We have the one deployment option. Look, Butterfingers. We have the one deployment and one deployment option only. So, you know, something to consider right there. I typically like knives that have multiple deployment options just for the fidget factor. But that's obviously not going to take anything away from the functionality of the knife. Miguel, knives are not toys. They are tools. You know, there's always going to be that one person in the comments saying that, but either way, I mean, you buy what you like. You buy what brings you joy, what you enjoy carrying and fidgeting and playing around with and using. So either way, you know, obviously you do you. I'm not here to convince you one way or another. We do have good jimping on the flipper tab, so that helps. We have, let's see, light switching it works. Push buttoning it works. Can I fail it? That's the question. Yeah, I guess if I really try to fail it, I would, but otherwise, you know, either light switching it or push buttoning it works. It's just nice. You even have a little cutout right here for your finger to land on. That's nice. These scales are actually pretty close together. That's interesting, right? How close of a gap or small of a gap we have, you know, between these two handle scales. And do we have milling? Yes, we do. Okay, we do have obviously liners, inside liners right here, and they're blacked out. Right, you can see they have some milling to them as well. But let me go ahead and check out the ergos. Obviously, yeah, you're definitely going to be able to get a full purchase, full 4-finger grip here for sure. I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest, and I'm able to get a full purchase here with plenty of handle left. I wouldn't necessarily recommend forward choke right here because there's not that much room, and the flipper itself works as a finger guard, right? Your index finger falls on this cutout here, and you are good to go. By the way, here's the access to the liner, in case I didn't already show you that. That's why it's so easy to disengage this guy. There's even a slight amount of micro milling going on the liner itself for additional grip. So that is nice. You can probably see it better right there. But yeah, ergos are good, and I want to say pocket clip, a good solid 9 out of 10, without a doubt. So that's nice. We have the Oknife branding right there, which in my opinion, it kind of makes it look a little bit, you know, cheap gas station-y, if you would. If they could do away with that, that would make it a cleaner design, or maybe have some sort of pivot logo or something, or just the Oknife logo instead of the actual letters. I don't know. All right, what is your take on that? Let me know in the comments. Well, either way, obviously, it's functional and comfortable. But let's do some size comparisons here. See how it lands next to some of the usuals in the channel. Starting with Microtech, here is the MSI. MSI's got some length to it for sure, but this one is giving it a good run for the money. There's the Stitch. Both of these are rocking Lex custom scales, which are pretty dope. I have those install videos here on the channel if you guys want to learn more. But here's the PM2 and the Para 3. Like very PM2 size, very close. The Para 3 obviously is a little shorter. Here's the Demko AD 20.5. And the Kunwu Chad, Kunwu Chad is a little bit longer, right? By comparison, 80-20.5 is a little bit shorter. Here's the Civivi Vision FG. It's a little bit shorter. The Kizer Militaw is very comparable. And by the way, I have content on all these knives if you guys want to learn more. And they're also all linked down below if you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants. Last but not least, there's the Vosteed Porcupine and the CJRB Pyrite light. All highly recommendable knives. Hopefully you guys own some of these to give you more or less a ballpark where this one lands. But let's go ahead and get scientific with it, shall we? I got some paper, I got some cardboard. We said this is Nitro V steel. Okay, let's get the 5x zoom in so we can see how this thing does. Okay. All right, listen. Oops, except that one time right there. Definitely catching on the paper. Pretty good. Let's get some full slices. Here we go. Oh man, come on now. Look at that. We can even do some zigzagging, some turn cuts and stuff like that. Bam, boom, bada boom. Yeah, obviously you can cut paper, no issue. By the way, for my people who always like, why do all the knives get a finger choil? Don't give me a finger choil. I want the longest cutting path I can get. Well, I mean, you're getting quite a cutting path right here, that's for sure. And as far as cardboard goes, I don't always have this kind of cardboard around, but this is one of the most challenging pieces of cardboard to cut because you have dual wall cardboard. So it'll be a little bit more challenging than your standard cardboard for any knife. But I'm going to be cutting here diagonally for a better performance. Decent thickness behind the blade here. We'll get our calipers and get some more stats here in a second. But, well, okay. All right. I mean, going through that dual wall cardboard without any issues. And I'm not gonna lie, the extra cutting path definitely helps a ton, right? Helps me not slide off of the cut or taper off of the cut or anything like that. So going through that cardboard like nobody's business right there. Now you're wondering with that black finish, after you do some cutting, you see those lines right there. You're probably wondering, are they permanent? Do they stay? Do they go away? Well, let's give it a nice little wipe here, see what happens. And the answer is, drum roll please, yeah, they went away. Look at that. That is nice. Now I'm not sure what kind of coating this is, but yeah, the fact that those went away is pretty tight. Absolutely digging that. Guys, let me know in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10 how sharp is this guy. Rate that factory edge. You all let me know. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and give you a quick overall measurement here. This guy's coming in at just over 8 inches, like 8.1 inches or so. We have a 3.5 inch blade, 3.5 cutting path, and that handle is going to be just over 4.5, like 4.2 inches or so. All right, those are your measurements in case you're wondering as far as weight goes. All right, let's take a look here. We got my trusty scale. I want to say somewhere around 3 ounces. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less. 3.5. I'm going to go 3.5. Oh, all right, listen, I'm getting good at this, right? So it's been a minute since I've gotten it right, but I'll celebrate. 3.4 ounces, 95 grams. There you go, right? Not a heavy knife in any way, shape, or form. Absolutely pretty lightweight for the size of knife that you're getting. I mean, we're talking over almost just a little bit over 8 inches. So again, the aluminum definitely helps there in the weight department. Not to mention the aluminum feels pretty good. Well, there you have it, guys. That is a quick unboxing overview, raw first impressions on the Vosteed design. Again, let me get this name right. AION OAL model. All right, definitely very interesting. Kind of CEO looking knife, flipper, aluminum, nitro V steel, which is a laser. Absolutely making a great first impression here on the channel, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you love about it? What do you like about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. Again, this knife and every other knife you saw in this video will be linked in the description and pinned comments if you guys want to check them out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.